Victor Odigoma here. In our class right now, we are going to be looking at a problem on indices. We have already had some classes behind in indices, okay, and this should be the third class. So in this class, we are going to be examining this problem that has to do with indices and how one can be able to resolve it. Okay, I'm trusting God that we are going to have a good experience being part of this class. All right, without wasting our time, just like we have been saying previously, when you are given any problem in indices, the first thing to do is you try as much as possible to change terms that are in that problem to their index form so that you can be able to have bases that are the same, so that we can be able to obtain bases that are the same, and from that point we can be able to move on to make some equations and start resolving the issue. All right, if you look at this problem, you are going to see that I can rewrite this 2 to power x plus y equals to 16 as equals to 2 to power 4. Okay, so that from here, equating the powers, I can be able to have that x plus y is equals to 4. I'll call it equation 1. Okay, down here we are going to have 2 to power 2, which is 4, and then there is existing power there, which is x minus y, okay, equals to, I will rewrite this as 1 over 2 to power 5. Of course, you know that 2 is 2 raised to power 5. I will step down again and present this as 2 to power 2x minus 2y equals to this. Now I can write this as the negative index form, okay, as because this is the reciprocal of this. Okay, so we have 2 raised to power minus 5. This is the reciprocal of this. Okay, do you realize that the bases are now equal? We can now say equating the powers, we can have 2x minus 2y equals to minus 5. So this, I can call this equation 2. So I now have equation 1 and equation 2, which I can now solve. Let's just check out what they look like before I can now decide what to do. So from the first equation, we have x plus y equals to 4, and down here I have 2x minus 2y equals to minus 5. Okay, so you realize that here I can solve these two equations simultaneously. I'm sure that is very, very clear. Now, in trying to resolve these two equations simultaneously, we might try to eliminate either x or we eliminate y. So either of whatever we want to do, I can, or possibly I can use, let's say, using substitution method. Okay, I can use elimination method as well, but I'm seeing that from equation 1, I can easily say x be 4 minus y. Do we get? Yes. So from equation 1, I can easily say this and call it equation 3. And then I can say put equation 3 into equation 2. This equation 2. So wherever I see x, I will replace it with 4 minus y. So I have here 2x, and that will become 2 into 4 minus y. Okay, and then minus 2y, this, equals to minus 5. That means this times this will give me 8. This times this will give me minus 2 y. Yeah, this is 8, this is minus 2y, and then we have minus 2y as well, equals to minus 5. Okay, so now this minus 2y will give us, this will become 8 minus 4y equals to minus 5. You can see I can take this over here and take this over here, so I will have 8 plus 5 equals to, this over there will become 4y. Okay, 8 plus 5 will give us 13. So I have 13 equals to 4y. So if I divide both sides by, divide both sides by 4, you will have 13 over 4 equals to um 4y over 4. So finally, what do we have there? This will take away this. What do we have? Y is equals to 13 over 4. So I can now put y. I can put y equals to 13 over 4 in equation 3. So if you go to equation 3, in 3, y is this 13 over 4. So if I go there, I'm going to have x will become 4 over 1 minus y, and your y is 13 over 4. So since the LCM, of course, this is now simplification of fractions. So the LCM here is 4. So 1 divide 4 is 4, and then 4 times 4 is 16 minus 13, because 4 divide 4 here is 1. 1 times 13 is 13. And you now take out 16 minus 13. What is that going to? 6 minus 3 will give us 3. It's going to give us 3 over 4. Okay, so we now have our x. So our x is equals to 3 over 4. Okay, so if you want to verify this into this place, you can still verify that. Okay, you can verify that. Because if we have, or let me see if I can verify that x being 3 over 4 and y being 13 over 4. Let me check whether that can give us. We have 2, and that 2 is into x plus y. Our x is 3 over 4, and our y is plus 13 over 4. Okay, let's see what will happen. So I am having now 2 into LCM 4. This is now 3 plus 13. 3 plus 13 will give us 16. And then we have 2 raised to power 16 divided by 4. 16 over 4. Okay, so 16 divided by 4 is 4. So what do we have now? We have 2 raised to power 4. And 2 raised to power 4 is what? 16. So I think it's very, very correct. You can see that 2 raised to power x plus y is equals to 16. The explanation there is very, very correct. This is a WAEC examinable question that I picked and was able to see how we can, together we saw how I was able to resolve it. So I'm sure it is going to be of help out there to help you to, check out other questions that you may definitely or possibly encounter. So what all you have to do is to like the video and share it to your friends, and then click on the subscription button and the notification button as well, because we still have more classes that are coming up, and I'm trusting God that those classes are going to be of great help to you. Please check out on everything we did here, detail after detail, so that you can be able to assimilate the necessary informations that can help you to understand this. Thank you so much for being there.